All right, everyone, Boker Tov. So we're continuing in Siman Reish Samech Aleph. We're talking about Ben Hashmashot, the time after sunset for the first 13 and a half minutes. So it's already Shabbat, but because it's not officially nightfall, so there's certain things that you could do during that time. So one of the things that we said that you can't do on the list, and by the way, if you notice when I read the Shulchan Aruch yesterday, this is the things we say in Bamei Madlikin. Safek chashecha, safek en chashecha, en me'asrin tavada, ven matbilim takilin. Right, so that's the list over here. Ven matbilim takilin, we don't do Tevilat Kelim. That's one of the things you don't do during this time. But what you can do is during Ben Hashmashot, you could do another type of thing to make sure that your kli is usable. Is a transaction with a goy, meaning, let's say they say caterers do this. If they have a lot of vessels, to instead of taking it to Tevilat Kelim, they would go to a goy and they sell it to the goy, and then even for a small amount, and then they borrow it from the goy. So it doesn't need Tevilat Kelim in that situation. So that's something you could do during this time as well. Ben Hashmashot, let's say you just got a pot or plates and you forgot to take it to the mikveh. Now it's already Shabbat, but it's just started Shabbat within 13 and a half minutes. You could do this type of, you can't do En Matbilim Kelim, you can't do Tevilat Kelim. And the issue, why can't you do Tevilat Kelim? Like, what am I doing? I'm just putting it in water. Because you're doing a tikkun for the kli, and in a certain way, you're finishing off the kli. It's not finished until it's usable, so it's like I'm making the kli on Shabbat that you can't do. But in this way, through the goy, I didn't change. I just, now it belongs to the goy, and now okay, it belongs to the goy. I can borrow it, and that's how it could work out. Another halacha is with regarding to this is, let's say a person does something during Ben Hashmashot that you're not supposed to do. Let's say he does do it. Let's say on that example, he does do the Tevilat Kelim. Can now I benefit from it or not? So I did it. I violated it accidentally. I'm sorry, but can I now eat on this kli on this Shabbat? So this is a general question with regards to it's called Maaseh Shabbat, which is if you're allowed to benefit from people that violate on Shabbat. In general, the answer is no until after Shabbat, and it depends also if it was done on purpose, if it was done accidental. Accidental is more lenient, but because it's been Hashmashot, it's not fully nightfall yet. Even if you did it on purpose, meaning I didn't know I'm not allowed to do Tevilat Kelim during this time. I thought, okay, Shabbat started, it's the beginning. I didn't know, and you did Tevilat Kelim, but because it's during Ben Hashmashot, you are allowed to benefit from things that were not supposed to be done, but it was done during that time. You are allowed to benefit during that time. On the list was Eruv Chatzerot, which was something that's allowed, and also Rav Avad Yosef says that Eruv Tavshilin as well. We know Eruv Tavshilin before a holiday, so we do that Eruv with the egg and the bread, and in order for us to cook on Yom Tov, so therefore one is allowed. If he didn't do it, he's allowed to do it already in the time of Ben Hashmashot. Last thing is the Shulchan Aruch over here says En madlikin et hanerot. You can't light candles during that time. Shkia already happened. You can't light the candles during Ben Hashmashot. But later on in the Shulchan Aruch says through a goy you could do things l'tzorach Shabbat. So you could tell a goy during Ben Hashmashot, you could tell him straight out to light up certain rooms in your house. So I forgot to leave the lights on. Can you do this? Put this on straight out without having to hint it or anything like that. What about the lighting of the candles of Shabbat? Let's say a woman forgot to light the candles of Shabbat. She forgot, and now it's sunset. That's it. She can't light it. But it's still been a Hashmashot, and she has a non-Jew over there. So, like this, if, let's say, basically, if it's like nowadays, that there's electricity on. So the whole function of candle lighting is so that it's for Shalom Bayit, that there's candles, the meal is lit up, the room is lit up, so the Shalom Bayit, the husband and wife, it's not a dark Shabbat. But now that we have electricity, and the electricity, let's say, is already on, so if she forgot to light candles, it's already Shkia, even though it's during Ben Hashmashot, she should not tell the Goy to put it on, because at the end of the day, telling a Goy to do something for you on Shabbat is Asur Mid'Rabbanan. And you already have the lights for the Chashmal, so you leave things as is. But if let's say it was light outside and I didn't turn on the lights of my electricity, and I forgot even that also. I didn't light my Shabbat candles, and the house is dark. So in that case, you could tell the goy to light Shabbat candles also for you. You could tell her during that time to put on the lights and light the Shabbat candles for you. It's a very interesting situation, but there's no bracha made, and it's just, again, an interesting situation. Don't get into that situation, right? The goy is lighting Shabbat candles for you, but it could be done, again, if everything else is on and a person forgot and it's during Ben Hashmashot, that could be a case that could work out. Okay, that's that for today. Mincha tonight at 4:30. Have a good day, everyone.